Hi, good morning everybody. I hope you guys are doing all amazing today. We are going to talk about one halacha today that is very, very important for halachot Shabbat in general, even though if we focus on mechabe, extinguishing on Shabbat so far, but this is really one of those crossroads that we find concepts that apply for many other cases. So there is an introduction that is important to mention. We already spoke about this briefly in the beginning, and that's the fact. Mechabe, extinguishing on Shabbat, is not a constructive melacha, which means that usually when a person turns off a fire, it's destroying, and destroying cannot be asur min Torah because it's not constructive. However, if he's going to destroy because he creates something, for example, he's going to make coal, so by the extinguishing of the fire, he creates something. That's the only case that is asur min Torah. This is why we have a Mishnah in Masechet Shabbat, a Mishnah that we read on Friday night that says, Hamechabet haner, someone who is extinguishing a light, fire, candle, mipnei shehu mityare, because he is scared. Why is he scared? Mipnei goyim, because there are goyim, mipnei listim, there are robbers, mipnei ruach ra'ah, there is a bad spirit, whatever reason. Mipnei ha'choleh she'yishanu, because of someone who is sick. Not choleh she'esh bo sakana, but choleh she'en bo sakana, someone who is just in bed and has fever, he cannot function, etc. You want to turn off the light for him to feel better. And that, the Mishnah says, patur. What does that mean, patur? It means that min haTorah is not punishable, but midarabanan, Hachamim say that it's asur. This applies for all melachot that are not constructive, okay? We call this mikalkelin peturim. Mikalkel means someone who is destroying on Shabbat, okay, that is close to a melacha, that is automatically asur midarabanan. Now, therefore, in this situation, when you have a person who is sick, you're not allowed to extinguish the light for him. But you are allowed to ask a non-Jew to turn off the light for him. Why? Because we call this shevut deshvut bimkom mitzvah, bimkom holy, which means that whenever we have a non-Jew involved in the melacha, that's already midirabanan. If the non-Jew himself is going to do an isur midirabanan, such as extinguishing a fire, turning off the light, that is called another midirabanan. So this is why you have shevut deshvut, for the sake of a holy, of a sick person, Chachamim allowed to do it. Chacham Ovadia goes even further with an unbelievable chidush, and he says that even a Jew himself won't be allowed to turn off the light beshinui, which means that if you use your elbow for the sake of the holy, that also is considered shevut deshvut bimkom holy. Okay, so you're doing a isur midirabanan beshinui, and that will be mutar for the sake of the holy. Now I have to tell you that this is a very exclusive heter, and we do not apply this halacha for other cases in terms of doing any melacha midirabanan beshinui that is mutar. This is something specific that Chacham Ovadia talked about. This particular case, and we should not extend this to other cases, okay, because this really means that you would also be able to turn off the light, okay, that is either electric, real fire, etc., and that applies for all these cases, but only in this context that we just mentioned. Now, Chacham Ovadia even says that even if choleh she'esh bo sakana, we could break Shabbat for that person. Choleh she'esh bo sakana, someone who's in life danger, and you don't need to ask a goy, you don't need to do a shinui, you would do it yourself. But that is only in a situation where making a shinui would delay the situation or would make the person more panic. Okay, if there is a way to just remove the light out of the room, then that would be even the better choice to do, even for the choleh she'esh bo sakana. Have an amazing and beautiful day.